Mic check 1 2 1 2. How do I make that face? I don't know. Hello everyone, my name is Jaya and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jaya. I'm a dancer, I'm a dance educator. I'm also the founder of Jaya, a dancewear brand focused on inclusion for everyone. Thank you for being here. Today's topic is ding ding ding. The dance world, we need to make some changes, okay? I just recently went to a show. It was a great show. I realized that every time I go and see live dance, I am slightly disappointed. Not because the dancing is bad or not because it wasn't well done, but it makes me sad that the type of dance that I consume only curates to a certain audience. You hear what I'm saying? I really wish that we could figure out a way to bring more people outside of the dance world into the dance community. Why am I saying that? If we don't do that as a dance community, I truly think that our art form will die. I feel like the people that are really heavily involved in it, I feel like the majority of the dance world is like older. The young generation is not really gravitating to it the way that we used to. When I was a kid, every little girl was put in, not every little girl, but that was the thing that people put their little girls into was ballet class or dance class or first dance class, which that was the norm. But now, even with my nieces, none of them are in dance school. And I wonder why. Well, one, I know why my nieces aren't. My sister-in-laws want me to teach them. That's fair. I think that it's getting really expensive, always on a pricier side, but I think it's becoming more pricey. There's too many people pretending to be professionals that it's really hard to figure out where your child can get really good dance education. There's still a lot of frauds out there just popping up dance schools for money and not for the betterment of students or for the art form to progress. They're just trying to bank off of it. Kind of like what's going on with yoga and Pilates, but we're not going to get into that right now. I just moved back from California, and if you know anything about California's dance scene, I should say, they are more commercial, and commercial dance seems to be like the dance form that is the most public right now. I appreciate that about commercial dance, but commercial dance doesn't speak for all dance. And I feel like right now it really is. It's commercial dance and TikTok dancing that's speaking for the entire art form. That just makes me so uncomfortable. The thing about commercial dance is a lot of people that are in commercial dance didn't even train in dance and somehow get picked up by choreographers. I'm not saying you can't do that. If you're talented, you're talented, and it's just point blank, period. But I think we're missing some substance with that. Commercial dance is also very transactional. It's not about the art, it's about money. I have my things with commercial, I have my things with concert, and I'm trying to find a middle. Where can we keep the artistry, keep the love for dance, that concert dance has so well, but also combine the entertainment factor and the public factor of commercial dance? How can we combine the two to progress as a dance community and bring more people to the art form? And that's what I want to do with Jaya. Jaya is a dancewear brand, and that's what we're focusing on right now. But ultimately, I want Jaya to be a media brand to really fuse the two. Bring concert dance online, also keep the artistry of it. Because dance doesn't always have to be about money, just like singing isn't always about money. It's becoming that, and I feel like even with music, that's why music is not as good as it used to be, because everyone's just trying to make $1 instead of trying to actually produce art. I don't know, guys. I've been thinking about this for a while now. Going back to concert dance, every time I go into the theater, I'm like, I just wish that this would be available and more accessible and curate to people who aren't dance enthusiasts and aren't dance experts, you know what I mean? Because even as a dance expert, I'm sometimes in there looking around like, this is too much. Can we bring back storytelling? Like, I'm tired of just watching people just flop and frail on stage. Like, if I'm not getting a message from this, I don't want to see it, to be honest. That's me, personal opinion. But there's dance enthusiasts who love that. They don't care. They just want to see movement and just the free flow and everything, and I love that for them, but it's not my cup of tea. That's what I like about commercial dance. It's more entertaining, but sometimes it's too entertaining. I don't want to see gymnastics. I don't want to see flips. I don't want to see turn to the knees. That's too much too. And I was a competition dancer, so I get that as well, and I truly that's a whole nother conversation. Competition dance is a whole nother conversation. That makes it a sport, and I love dance as a sport. When I was a commercial dance, when I was all these C's, when I was a competition dancer, I appreciate the sport aspect of it because you are competing against other teams. Because I was on a dance team. I didn't really do solos, but I was on a dance team. And I appreciate that aspect, like, you know, being uniform looking as one. It really helped me with my cleanliness for concert dance. But I will say that that's also a very money hungry industry, and it's not really about artistry. It's about winning. Nowadays it's about points and how many points you can get, and usually points come with tricks. How many tricks can we add into this? I was in the beginning of when it started to transition into trick instead of dancing. So even my coach was like, unfortunately, we have to add in more tricks to get more points. Even though our team will always slay in the artistry and always slay in just choreography, it was never enough. We had to add tricks and things. So let's find a happy medium. Let's find a in-between place where we can add all the great aspects of all these different styles of dance and put them together to be this powerhouse, to speak to the artistry of dance. So anyway, I hope this makes sense. This is just my little rant today. I really just don't want the dance community to die, especially the concert dance to die. And I just want there to be more respect to the artists that spent so much time training and learning from all these different masters and all these different experts. I want to see them. I want to hear their voice. I want to see their voice. If you get it, you get it. It also comes from a cultural standpoint for me too. I am Black and also Native, but also I grew up in church, and it's a spiritual thing. Then it's the artistry, and then it's, you know, entertaining. But really it's just a connection to a higher power. And that's why I always used it for, and that's why I feel like a lot of people gravitate to my dancing and always remember me when I dance, because if I'm dancing for myself, if it's an improv, I am tapping into the higher power. Make dance what it used to be, what it was for. It was for communication to each other, communication to the higher power, made to storytell, for people to understand something without using words. All of this is what forms my opinion on this. So you can disagree, or you can agree, or we can agree to disagree, whatever you want to do. But thank you for listening to me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Okay, bye.